On today's video, we're going to take you on a detailed walking tour of downtown Raleigh to show you just about everything that this amazing downtown has to offer. Hello everyone, this is Chris Morton, real estate broker with Morton Bradbury Real Estate Group. And so we're going to start with a view of the Raleigh skyline. You can see we have some skyscrapers in Raleigh, lots of growth going on in downtown Raleigh, as you'll see with this video. We're starting out at the North Carolina State Capitol Complex legislative area and headed down Fayetteville Street. So fun facts about Fayetteville Street: it was closed to traffic in 1977 as an effort to make sure that they could get some retail thriving back downtown. Didn't work. They had to reopen to traffic in 2006, and it's been bustling ever since. Really the heartbeat and the very center of downtown Raleigh. You just saw the Wells Fargo building. Lots of banks have their regional headquarters in downtown Raleigh. Big Easy, one of many restaurants in downtown Raleigh. As you will see soon through this video. Next up, we're going to show you the Wake County Courthouse. It's where all the court issues are happening. Don't recommend you visit the inside of that building. Not a good thing. Lots of office buildings in downtown Raleigh as well. This is Miami Vibes nightclub, recently opened. As far as I know, I'm not much of a nightclub aficionado, so apologies. Sheraton Hotel, been here for a lot of years in downtown Raleigh. And this is Jimmy V's Osteria. It's an Italian restaurant named after the famous NC State basketball coach, Jim Valvano. Behind Shish Kebab and these other restaurants is the Truist Bank building. We'll show you more of that from a distance later on in the video. And this is Marriott, opened, gosh, I would say a few years ago, but it's probably been longer, much longer than that. There is a Starbucks inside for all the Starbucks addicts out there. Do not fear, there is Starbucks downtown. And the convention center is behind the Marriott, so super convenient place to stay if you are headed to a convention at the convention center. The Marriott complex takes up a ton of space, as does the convention center. You'll see later in the video. Out in the distance here, Residence Inn, and there's a rooftop bar, 10th and Terrace, that we've talked about on previous videos. And straight ahead is the Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. You can see a Broadway play there. The North Carolina Symphony performs regularly, and this is their headquarters. Great because there's a parking lot right in front, so it's not impossible to find parking if you're going to a show here, which is really great. And now with all the restaurants that are open downtown, you can definitely make an evening out of it. We're going to double back and go up Fayetteville Street the other direction now. This is the First National Bank building. Lots of office space on the upper floors and retail on the first floor in downtown Raleigh. Crema. This is the Bank of America Plaza building, by the way. Was the Truist Bank building we just showed you there, the high rise. This building straight ahead is the Duke Energy building. Duke Energy, of course, the main electric provider for the area. This is Union Special. It's a bakery with very addictive bread products. Next up, this is the Hudson. It's a condo building. It used to be Belk is a department store. Hudson Belk was the department store downtown. They went out of business or closed their downtown location, and these were converted into condos with first floor shops, restaurants. That was ABC 11, the local ABC affiliate here in the area. Another image of the Naughty building. And this building we're just passing is PNC Plaza. It's going to show up a lot in this video because it's such a large building. Has condos on the upper floors. PNC Bank has an office here. 24/7 security if you are a resident here, which is really, really very compelling. Have some really great balconies as well. And not to be left out of the bank business, we have First Citizens Bank, a North Carolina bank, and the Pointer YMCA is also downtown. And going up Fayetteville Street, you're going to see lots of restaurants and bars. Very, very well-known area for nightlife and entertainment. Now we're turning onto Hargett Street. This is the Morning Times Coffee Bar, and next door is the Raleigh Times Bar and Restaurant. This used to be the Raleigh Times newspaper complex. It was bought and converted into these coffee shop restaurants. The owner of this has quite a few restaurants downtown that we'll get to soon. City being one we just saw off in the distance. London Bridge Pub, lots of bars and restaurants in this area. Very, very walkable, which is part of the reason it's so compelling for people to come down here. This is the Go Raleigh bus station and parking deck. It's the hub for the city bus system. And now we're turning onto Blunt Street. Right here on the corner is Cafe Luna. It's a really good Italian restaurant. And right underneath that is Watson Ward, which is basically an underground speakeasy kind of vibe. Craft cocktails, that sort of thing. And this is the outside portion of Watson Ward. Next up we have Brewery Bhavana. It's a brewery, obviously in the name. Dim sum, dumplings, Chinese Asian fusion restaurant. And next door, Bitamanda. It's a Laotian restaurant. It's by the same owners. Very, very popular. Poorhouse, back to music. And then this is 42 in Lawrence. It's owned by Larry's Coffee, which is a local roaster. Phenomenal coffee beans, phenomenal place. Definitely recommend for coffee. And this is Sky House, apartment above and again retail below. This is the Davy. These are condos. And this is El Rodeo, Mexican restaurant. It's a small chain here in the area. And this is Mofu Shop. It's a dumpling restaurant. Very, very, very good. We went there recently with friends. Highly recommended. Now we're going to turn onto Wolf Street and into the historic Raleigh City Market Complex. Lots of specialty restaurants, shops. Woody City Market is here. And the big anchor here is the Big Ed's. It's a restaurant kind of diner vibe with breakfast, lunch, dinner. Really, really good stuff. City Market is right across the street from Moore Square, which is a very large green space park area in downtown Raleigh. Cobblestone streets, as you see here. It's a, as I said, historic area. And then straight ahead, this is Moore Square. And this building here on the right is Square Burger. It is a burger joint. It ranked 24 out of 51 burgers we tried. We did a video on that a couple years ago, and it ranked right there in the middle of the pack. Pretty good, solid burger. And this straight ahead is the Marbles Kids Museum. It's a museum for kids. There is, however, an IMAX theater inside. It's one of two in our area. They don't show just kids movies. It's regular IMAX theater. Really, really nice. The other one, incidentally, is in Durham at the Streets and South Point Mall. Tavern. Now we're turning onto Wilmington Street, and this is City. It's a Lebanese restaurant. It's owned by the same folks that own that Raleigh Times bar I told you about earlier. And next door to it is Gravy, another one of their restaurants. This is the backside of my favorite parking garage. Definitely recommend checking that out if you need somewhere to park. Really, really good area. Now we're turning back onto Wilmington Street. This is Centro Mexican Restaurant. Going further down the street, we have the Pizza Times. And yes, you guessed it, the Pizza Times is owned by the folks that own Raleigh Times and City and Gravy and all of that. This is Carol's Kitchen. It's a non-profit kitchen. It helps women at risk to get on their feet. Really, really good, ambitious project there. Been very, very successful. And this is the Mecca Restaurant. It's Raleigh's oldest restaurant. Been around for many, many years. And then this is that PNC Plaza building again I told you about earlier that took up so much space. Above you saw the balconies for the residential area. And on the first floor of the PNC Plaza building is Bittersweet, really good drinks and desserts, and Oro, which is sort of tapas bar. They have some big plates, but mostly it's sort of a tapas thing where you shareables. Really, really good food there. Been around for a few years. Now we're turning onto Morton Street, and Beasley's Chicken and Waffles is on the corner here, and they serve fried chicken and waffles. More square parking deck again. My favorite place to park. Very, very handy. Easy to get a spot, and pretty centrally located. Young Hearts Distillery. This is St. Rock. It's oysters, seafood, really, really good stuff. Another restaurant downtown. I have not had a chance to try that ramen place yet. Now we're going to take to the air and land at Raleigh Raw, which is a juice bar and cafe down the street. Raleigh, it's a really nice gift shop. And now we're turning onto Hargett Street. Right here on the corner is Death and Taxes and the Bridge Club. This is the same owner as the Beasley's Chicken and Waffles we saw earlier, Ashley Christensen. She has 2 more restaurants in downtown we're going to get to soon. This area on Hargett has a lot of office buildings. It's primarily what you're going to see. Next up, we're on Salisbury Street, and this is Virgil's Cocktail Bar. Jumping down to Davie Street, which is in the Warehouse District. This is circa 1888. It's a vintage style bar. Very, very popular. And right across the street is the Raleigh Depot. This used to be a train station. It's now been converted into an area for restaurants. That's the Deary Chocolate, very, very good chocolates. Trolley Pub Bar. And this is the Crank Arm Brew Pub. Next up, we're going to turn back around, and this is the Pit Barbecue. It's a really well-known barbecue joint. Unfortunately, we don't really recommend it at this point. The food has gotten kind of Definitely worth you giving it a try, but not our favorite barbecue. Give us a shout. We'll tell you where to go. Boxcar Bar, as you can see by the sign. Now we're turning onto Harrington Street, still in the Warehouse District part of Raleigh. And this is Humble Pie Restaurant. Really, really good. Been around for many, many years. I've not had a bad meal there. This is the CAM Raleigh Art Museum, Contemporary Art Museum. This straight ahead is Father and Son's Antique Store. This is the Dillon apartment complex above. Really great restaurants and shops below. This is Barcelona Wine Bar, one of our favorite places to go. Heirloom coffee, tea and sake. I have not had a chance to go there. I've heard really, really good things about this place. Definitely recommend you check it out. And here on the corner is the Oak Steakhouse. They're out of Charleston, South Carolina. Really good steaks. Have a really good beef Wellington. Highly recommended. And then across the street from that is Weaver Street Market. It's a co-op grocery store, community owned. Really great for the residents of the Dillon. And just up the street is Citrix. It's a well-known cyber security firm. It has a major presence here. And then right beside that, conveniently for the people who work at Citrix and all downtown, is Morgan Street Food Hall. It's one of 2 food halls downtown. It's a bit larger than Transfer Food Hall. It can get crowded, so just beware of that. Really, really great place, though. Lots of great variety. And then next up is the Flying Saucer Beer Garden. Been here for many years. Nice place, great place for beer. And then we're continuing up Harrington Street here. Straight ahead we have Second Empire. It's a super elegant dining experience. And then this is a 20-story mixed-use tower that's under construction. As I said, Second Empire, probably our favorite restaurant in downtown, if not all of the Triangle. Great food. Highly recommended. You better have some reservations. It's tough to get in. And then next door is Taverna Agora, Greek restaurant. Used to be in mid part of Raleigh. It's now moved down to here for the last few years. And this is a Holiday Inn that's soon to be demolished. It's going to be replaced with a mixed-use tower with a high-end hotel that has yet to be announced, but this is going to get torn down any day now. Next up, we're turning onto Dawson Street. That was Campbell University Law School on the left, and 301 Hillsborough is an office building on the right. Straight ahead we have Libations 317, and I bet you can guess what they sell at Libations 317. Pass by the Dawson condos, another condo building that's been there a while, and this is the Hugh apartment complex rentals. And then right down the street, this building is Park Devereaux, more condos. Fire station, really convenient for anyone who has an emergency. And this is Parkside Restaurant. We talked about this in our Wendell video, that Parkside is coming also to Wendell. Really good food. Just went there with friends. Nice location. More construction. Personify here is a hiring consulting firm. And this is Fiction Kitchen. It's a very well known vegan restaurant. Have really good food. I tried it. I really actually did like it. And this is the Raleigh Police Station for downtown. Also another place you probably don't want to go. Next up, we're headed down Cabarrus Street to the Raleigh Convention Center. And this is directly behind that Marriott I told you about a little earlier in this video. As you'll see here, Raleigh Convention Center is a very large building. Also, Red Hat Amphitheater is here. It's an outdoor entertainment venue. Popular bands come. This is really cool. It's a shimmer wall. It's an artistic design touch for the building. Very, very neat. It changes depending on the light that hits it. There's a nice aerial view of the Red Hat Amphitheater. As you can see, can seat a pretty good number of people. Next up we have, in this building here on the left, straight ahead I should say, is Poolside Pies and Pools Diner. Same owner as Beasley's Chicken and Waffles, same as well as Death and Taxes. Ashley Christensen, very well known, famous chef from right here in the Raleigh area. This is the Hilton Garden Inn and Homewood Suites. It's under construction. As I said, lots of growth, lots of things going on downtown Raleigh. So if you're considering a move either into or out of the Raleigh, North Carolina area, my real estate team and I would be honored to be your agents of choice. You can give us a call at the number below, email us at hello@mortonbradbury.com, or click on the link in the description. We'll be happy to help you out. And by the way, check out this video. We think you're going to really like this video as well. And with that being said, like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.